Malamig na po mga kapatid, naka-long sleeves na ako. Ramdam ko na, bare month na po. What is up guys, my name is Jerome and welcome to Fishcracker Faith. Do you hate asking for help? So I used to lead this youth ministry sa isang Catholic charismatic community about a year or two ago. I had a really bad habit of taking charge of everything. So if you're a part of the youth ministry that I was leading, I'm sure you're very familiar with this. So back then, I don't really delegate tasks. I do a lot of the legwork myself. From brainstorming, poster making, program writing, all the way to social media marketing, ako yon. You know, in truth, I don't really like delegating tasks. Takot kasi ako na kapag binigay ko sa ibang tao, madidisappoint lang ako. I didn't really trust my team, and any leadership book will tell you that is a recipe for disaster. Di man siya disaster, well, it wasn't good too. That's putting it nicely. Everything was rushed, half-baked, or poorly executed. What could have been a great idea became a whimper or a flop. Again, if you were part of the youth ministry then, you know what I'm talking about. Now, hindi lang naman leadership ang pinag-usapan ko, but everyday life as well. How many of you have been like me? Yung tipong sarili mo lang yung pinagkakatiwalaan mo. Itakot tayo na if we let someone else do something that we want, it's not gonna come out the way we like it. Yung takot na yon, yung distrust na yon, moves us to push away other people and instead just trust in ourselves. I bet maraming yan na-relate. Choosing to just deal with our problems on our own. But where does that lead us? Half-baked ideas, sloppy executions, poorly executed projects, and disappointed faces. Dalawang reason lang naman yan why I think we don't like asking for help. It's either ayaw natin sila maabala sa problema natin o ayaw lang natin ma-disappoint sa magagawa nila. So, kaysa ma-disappoint ka o maabala mo sila, ikaw na lang yung ma-disappoint sa sarili mo dun sa gawa mo na mediocre, or ikaw na lang yung maaabala sa stress na kukunin mo kasi ikaw lang gumawa ng lahat. Relate siya, no? Friends, let me share you something that I've learned just recently. You are not alone. Obvious ba? Pero think about it. There are 7.5 billion people in this world right now. So bakit mag-isa mo lang pinoproblema yung problema mo? You have 7.5 billion chances to ask other people for help. And for sure, sa 7.5 billion na chances na yun, may isa dyan na oo. May isa dyan na okay lang maabala. May isa dyan na willing kang tulungan. You just have to ask. Because friend, here's the truth. If you want to be excellent, you can't do it alone. Problema man yan o passion project, your skills, your knowledge, your experience can only account for so much. Matalino ka man in one aspect, you may not have the other skills that you need to get this job done right. Skilled ka man sa side na to, you aren't as equipped to do the other things to make your project great. But because we don't want to bother other people, or because we don't want to disappoint ourselves, tayo na lang ang gagawa. What we do is we cover all the bases. We improve on the things that we're not good at. And we exert so much effort alone. And yun yung nakakalungkot, diba? You pour all your effort into this one thing. You exert everything that you have. And anong kalalabasan niya? Mediocre, rushed, half-baked. Because you did everything by yourself. And alam niyo ba, even in the early Christian church, sinasabi na you don't do it alone. Let me tell you, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11. The gifts that Christ gave were that some would be apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers. You know, if Jesus intended for you to build His kingdom on your own, He would have given all the gifts to you. Pero no, because He gave some to be apostles, some to be evangelists, some to be prophets, some to be pastors, some to be teachers, and on and on and on. So when it comes to building the kingdom, si Jesus mismo is inclined not for you to do it alone, but for you to do it with others. For you to do it with a team. And friends, that's my last point. You are not alone because you're in a team. Specifically, you're in a community. As human beings, we're not built to live this world alone. And I think it's the same when it comes to problems and projects. Lahat tayo may gifts and learnings and experiences that we bring to the table, but we don't have everything. But you know who has something that you lack? The other person. You just need to ask. Kasi think about it. What would happen if you focused all of your time to do the things that you're good at and you ask help from your friends and other people to do the things that they're good at, that you're not good at, obviously, mas maganda yung output mo dun sa kung saan ka magaling. And mas maganda yung output na gawa nila dun sa hindi ka magaling. In his book, Reckless, Nico Capuchon, missionary and youth leader, gave this incredible analogy. Now, he was talking about ministering to other people, but it applies to what we're talking about now. And he said, we are like Lego pieces. We have studs on top and tubes on the underside. The studs are our strengths, something that we can give. And the tubes are our weaknesses, something that we lack. We need each other so that we may love one another. We only make sense together. Even the most flexible, versatile, and talented Lego out there isn't made for itself. Friend, don't be scared to ask for help. Because you're part of a community. You are not alone. Special thanks to Brother J Yogawin and the Lifeworks team. It was their workshop that helped me understand this more. If you're interested in joining one of their workshops, the details are in the description below. I also want to ask a prayer. Malamig ang simoy ng hangin ngayon kasi we're in the midst of a super typhoon. So I want to ask for your prayers that we're all safe from the flood and from the rains, that you'll be safe.